What's up, gold miners? If you are into politics, then you will find this one especially relevant and funny, hopefully. We just had Super Tuesday this last week. I literally don't pay attention to politics. I think they're dumb. And I also feel like if you're an entrepreneur and you believe in America and you believe that entrepreneurs can make their own destiny, then I also don't believe that any politician is going to change or shape my destiny in any given way. I have the power to essentially craft and create my own future without the help or without the influence of politicians. However, last Tuesday, I was at a buddy's house and he's very into politics, love him to death, thinks he's a great guy, very into politics, and doesn't matter which party he roots for. The point is that he's into politics. And we were watching X News channel. I won't give it away because that will absolutely give away which side he's on. And the constant thing that I kept hearing from all the people on the TV, the politicians and the broadcasters alike, were this concept of change, right? And so I think that what's interesting is that the status quo will never be enough for any politician to run on, because if things were good, then why do we need change? And so the change that everyone talks about is literally like every single politician that I see on screen talks about change. And that's really the only platform that you can run on, because you can't say, hey, everything is so great right now, vote for me, because then there's no reason to vote for you, right? The only reason to vote for someone is if they are going to bring a change that is in the favor of the people that are voting for them, or they convince a group of people that the change that they bring to the table is going to benefit those who vote for them. Rarely is that the case, by the way. I would say that almost everyone feels duped at the end of a term, and rarely are people saying, wow, that guy or that gal really crushed it, really knocked it out of the park. I digress, because I really don't like to get political, and I will not get political on this channel. And in fact, this isn't even a political post. This isn't even a political podcast. How I'm tying this all back together is the concept of change in general, and just how politicians always run on a platform of change. You, as an entrepreneur, always tell yourself, hey, I've got to change. I've got to change X, Y, or Z in order to get to where I want to go. Here's the problem with change. Everyone wants change, no one wants to pay for it. And that is the problem that most politicians kind of run up against, is they have all these policies that they like to enact, but then it's like when it comes to, who's going to foot the bill? It's like the Spider-Man meme where the three guys are pointing to each other, right? It's like, well, they are. And no one wants to pay for the change. And change can be paid for in many ways, and often as an entrepreneur and often as an investor, change is paid for through sacrifice. And that is a very difficult thing for a lot of people to really come to terms with, is like, in order to achieve my goals, there are sacrifices that need to be made. And so I was inspired to film this simply to remind everyone. After the Super Tuesday, I was like, man, isn't it funny? Like, all these guys are getting up there, they're all talking about change, but no one's going to pay for it. No one wants to pay for it. And the question that you need to ask yourself as an entrepreneur and as an investor is, am I willing to pay the price that is necessary to make the changes in my life in order to hit the goals that I want? And it's a very honest conversation, or you can just politician yourself to death for the next 30 years and convince yourself that there's going to be change, but never actually do anything to make the change. And it's that simple. Either you pay the price and do what's necessary to unlock the future that you have dreamt for yourself over the last however many years, or you're basically just another politician lying to yourself every single day. This is Danny Gould, everyone. I hope you found this gold nugget useful. Keep mining, everybody.